Let's take a look at him.
Well, welcome to our little home.
How do you do?
Do come. How do you do? Is this Mr. Anthony Kirby Jr.?
Yes.
Well, do come right in, Mr. Kirby. We've been expecting you. This is really Mr. Kirby. Now, I'm Alice's mother, and that's Mr. Sycamore, and grandfather, and Alice's sister Essie, and her husband, Ed Carmichael. Now, give me your hand and get yourself right at home.
Thank you.
Mother, is that Mr. Kirby?
Yes, dear, it is. He's lovely.
I'll be right down.
Do be seated, Mr. Kirby.
Thank you. Oh, I hope I'm not giving you off for dinner.
No. Have a tomato.
Hardly that. He just testified before the Securities Commissions.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure there's nothing crooked about the matter, Mr. DePinna. In fact, Alice has told us what a lovely man your father is.
Well, I know Father couldn't get along without Alice. She knows more about the business than any of us.
You're awful young, aren't you, Mr. Kirby, to be vice president of such a big place like that?
Well, you know what that means, Vice President. All I have is a desk with my name on it.
Is that all? Don't you get any salary?
Well, a little. More than I'm worth, I'm afraid.
Now you're just being modest.
Seems kind of dull to me, Wall Street. Do you like it?
Well, the hours are short, and I haven't been there very long.
Just out of college, huh?
I knocked around for a while at first. Just sort of had fun.
What did you do? Travel?
For a while. Then I went to Cambridge for a year.
England.
That's right.
Alright. Grandpa, you like cream in your cornflakes? I forget.
Half and half, Tom.
Monthly Kirby shop.
Yes, Dad.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Grandpa, what do you think? I had a letter from Russia. The second 5-year plan is a failure.
I practiced today, Mr. Kulenkoff.
My Pavola.
Well, if you'll excuse us, Mr. Kulenkoff.
My little Alice. Never have I seen you look so magnificent.
Thank you, Mr. Kulenkoff. Tony, this is Mr. Kulenkoff, Essie's dancing teacher. Mr. Kirby.
How do you do?
How do you?
Will you pardon us, Mr. Kulenkoff? We're going to the Monte Carlo Ballet.
The Monte Carlo Ballet. It stinks.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. So glad to meet you all.
The Monte Carlo Ballet.
Isn't Mr. Kirby lovely? Come on, everybody. Dinner's ready.
I thought he was a nice fellow, didn't you?
And so good looking.
And he had such nice manners. Did you notice, Paul? Did you notice his manners?
I certainly did, Penny. You were getting pretty personal with them.
Oh, now, Paul. Anyhow, he's a very nice young man.
He looks like a cousin of mine.
Box. Diablo. Then you had the ballet.
I think if they get married here, I'll put the altar right where the snakes are. You wouldn't mind, Grandpa, would you?
Not if the snakes don't.
Oh no, they'll want to get married at church with his family and everything.
Oh, I like the church wedding.
Of course.
Yes, of course they would.
Quiet, everybody, quiet. Well, sir, we've been getting along for quite a while now, and we're certainly much obliged. Remember, all we ask is to go on and be happy in our own sort of way. And of course, we'd like to keep our health, but as far as anything else is concerned, we'll leave it up to you. Thank you. So, the second 5-year plan is a failure, eh, Kulenkoff?
Catastrophic. And wait until they try third 5-year plan.
Of course his family's going to want to come. Imagine Alice marrying a Kirby!
Think of that. Isn't it exciting?
And I can play the wedding march on my xylophone.
What have we got for dinner?